Nation, what's going on, folks? How you feeling out there? So I'm sitting there relaxing, listening to my music, doing my research, checking things out or whatever on the internet. And I came across this article that actually shocked the hell out of me, you know, about our friend George Zimmerman. George Zimmerman, dad is a retired judge in Orange County. And I found that interesting, so I started reading more about the story, and it sounds like his dad gets him out of a lot of trouble. That's one of the reasons why George is not locked up now, is because his dad sent over a letter, basically saying what type of son he got. His son is not this type of person. He didn't follow him, etc., etc. You know what a dad would do if the kid was in a fucked up situation like George. So that plays a role why George is not incarcerated now. You can't tell me it don't. And if that don't convince you, check this out right here. George has a violent past. Of course, he beat the shit out of women. Yes. Domestic violence. Then he got a resisting arrest without violence and resisting arrest with violence. So somebody with a checkered past like that, it's hard for the world to paint the picture of him being a model citizen and being, neighborhood watch captain. Sounds like George got an anger problem to me, so you can't convince me he didn't follow, Trayvon Martin. And remember what he said in the video, fucking Coons. Sounds like he got an anger problem. I think he went and said something to Trayvon Martin, because in the back of his mind is he's unstoppable. All his dad got to do is write a letter to the judge that he can get out of any case. This is the fourth case that his dad got him out of. They didn't say his dad got him out of the first three cases. They just said they mysteriously they vanished. They just, things just didn't happen the way they were supposed to happen. So that right there confirms to me that George is probably just a threat as Trayvon Martin. Because remember, everybody's painting Trayvon to be a thug. George sound like a fucking thug. He been to jail. Trayvon haven't been to jail. We going off of he say, she say with Trayvon, but we actually going off of facts that George been to jail, 3 times prior to this. So I wanted to get that off my chest. Links in the description box. You can check it out for yourself. I know some of you guys probably saying, "Ken, why you keep talking about this?" Because this shit is important. We got a man who walked free, who killed a man. I'm not trying to hear this self-defense shit. You know what I'm saying? I thought you ain't allowed to kill a motherfucker unless they on your property. I understand the gun was legal and all that, but it's really people out there who's trying to justify the fact that George Zimmerman is a good person and he was just protecting himself. Well, I want you guys to look up his past, and you be the judge of that, because that's what they do in court. They look up somebody's past and see how they, walked life prior to, this incident that they in. And sounds like to me that this dude had an anger problem, and he had a chip on his shoulder. So George, I actually believe that George went over there with the intent to find out what the fuck was going on and basically bully Trayvon Martin to get the hell out of here. Trayvon Martin wasn't going. He's like, it ain't finna happen this way. Scuffle happened. George lost the fight, and there you go. Trayvon Martin's dead. So with that being said, check out the link for you guys yourself and tell me what you think. Do you think his dad played a big part in this case, or is playing a big part in this case? I'm out. Deuces.